So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you and your family members are doing good because that is the most important thing, and for rest we are here to talk. So in this video we will see what are the different patterns of strings. Most people think strings are very easy, but when they encounter problems they randomly try to apply brute force approach there, and then they either find the TLE or else they find their code to be very slow, and that's where the optimization is required. But optimization you can't do if you don't know patterns here, and patterns is all about the optimization technique in a particular data structure. And this time we will learn about string. But before going forward, as per our rule, we will first see what are strings and why we need string. Then we will move on to the patterns. So to answer the first question, what is a string? Strings are also linear data structure, similar to arrays. So when we store characters in the array, we can think of string data structure. Or you can say strings are nothing but consecutively arranged characters. Means the strings will look like this. Suppose S is equals to ANJALI, my name. So we have consecutively arranged each character here. And remember, in this we have indexing. So first value A we can reach at I is equal to 0. If we want to get second character, then we have to fetch it with I is equal to 1. So by structure you can think of string data structure similar to arrays. And here we will have the similar patterns which we have learned in array, but the count will be fewer. And now the second question, why string is needed? Everything around us, especially in software field, is a string. Example, username, email ID, password, domain name, and your error messages even are in the form of string. Even things looks like number, like your Aadhaar number, are also stored in string. Why? Because suppose if a number is 00123, so string will save as it is. But if you want to save this in number, then it won't save 00123. It will save as 123, because by default number eliminate leading zeros. So that is why we go for string here. And as everything around us mostly are in string data structure, so it is very important to learn how to optimize that to save our execution time. And now why strings have fewer patterns? As I said, it is similar to array, but as array has multiple patterns like two pointer, sliding window, cadence, prefix, sum, etc., strings will not have that much pattern. Why? Because and in array, especially when we have numbers there, we can compute the values in the integer like 2 plus 5, multiplication, division, everything, and that is why cadence and prefix sum comes into picture. But wherever we have learned about the different movement of indexes, those patterns are common in string also. And what are those? Let's see. First pattern is two pointer. Two pointer, have you remember, which we have learned in arrays video. If you have forgot it, I have mentioned the link here, you can check it out. So two pointer is nothing but it is a technique to iterate on the entire string by the help of just two indexes. Means suppose the left index you consider as left and right, and suppose you have been given a character BANANAB, and you have to say check if it is a palindrome or not. So in that case, let's see how two pointer will help you. So you will start your two pointers, left pointer from 0 index and right pointer from last length minus 1 index, because it is a zero base indexing. So first we will check if my left index and right index is true, then movement comes into picture. Means left index will move to +1 and right index will move to -1. Again we will compare this A, and then again it will be same. So now we will move this L to +1 and again R to -1. Here also we have N and N, again matching. And now last time when we will do L +1, this L will also indicate to A and R -1 will also indicate to A. And here we don't need to check anything. So now there comes a base case, and in base case we will run until our left is less than R or less than equal to R. We can do that. If you will do equal to here, means you are actually checking same character and matching, which does not make sense anywhere. So that is why in the while loop we will add this condition. So basically two pointer is just about initializing 2 points at different position and then keep on moving until the condition is true. So problems like palindrome or reverse the string, where once you have left and right pointer you need to reverse a string. Left will go to right side and right will come to left side, etc. All these problems will be solved using the two pointer if you want the optimized code taking O of n time complexity. So remember this point, wherever your first character or your last character are supposed to be matched or reversed or compute or something, you can think of two pointer. Now the another pattern is sliding window. Yes, sliding window. And you remember this same pattern we have learned in array data structure also. Then how we can use this sliding window in the string data structure? Let's see. Suppose the question says you have been given a string, and suppose the question says k is equal to 3. Means for 3 size substring, you have to say ki how many number of such substrings are there, which has 3 unique characters also. So in the first substring, if you will see, first substring is having A, C, B. So A count is also 1, C count is also 1, and B count is also 1. So can we say we have A, C, B? Yes. Now second time we will move to next CBC. CBC is our second substring. So here we can see C has 2 frequency, B has 1 frequency, and A does not have any frequency. So we can say ki we don't have 3 characters here or 3 unique characters here. So we will not count this. Next time we will move to third and we say BCA. Here also all frequencies are 1. So we can consider this as a substring. So this we will count B, C and A. So next time we will move to C and we will see C, A, B. But wait, how I am deciding ki from where I should check? Basically, I am moving a I pointer or left pointer. So initially my left pointer was at 0. So that is why from 0 I checked for 0 plus k. Next time I moved my left pointer to C, and again from C I checked for 3 size. Now again next time I will move my left pointer to B, and again I checked for 3 size. So basically for every I am checking for k size. So my total time complexity will be O of n into k, correct? And if in case our k is so large, then it might touch O of n square time complexity as well. So this was our brute force approach. Now the optimized approach is sliding window. If you remember this concept which we have already talked about in array, ki whenever we see any repeated things happen, means the first substring was this and second substring was this. So we found C and B are common in both. Then why to run this whole for j loop for k times again? Instead we can simply add C in our previous substring and remove A from our previous substring in just O of 1 time complexity. So in that case, instead of k we will be only using 1. So in total that will be O of n time complexity, and hence in this way sliding window gives you the solution in just O of n. Now I'm not going to solve this whole question, otherwise the video will be so long. I'm just saying what is sliding window and how we will do this. If you want to learn the question solution per video, then do let me know in the comment section. We will definitely start the playlist on strings as well, but only if you all are interested. And that's it. These were the 2 patterns which we have to learn in string data structure. And now if you're thinking what about sliding window plus hash map or 2 pointers plus hash map, so let me tell you, 2 pointers plus hash map and sliding window plus hash map, you can consider this key, yes it is important, but it is not a different pattern. Why? Because 2 pointer is a pattern and sliding window is a pattern. And if you know these 2 concepts, then hash map is only the data structure you are using to solve those problems. Like recently we have solved this. So this is a sliding window pattern, and here to count the frequency of all 3 characters, you can either use 3 variables if k is fixed to 3. But if your k is varying, suppose k can be 10 to the power 5, 6, etc. So in that case k can be so large, and that numbers to store in variable, it is not possible. So hence we will go with hash map data structure. So here we will use hash map to do so, but still the pattern is sliding window. So remember, in any question, whether it is about sliding window or 2 pointers, wherever frequency has been mentioned, you have to count the frequency and you have to match frequency or check what is the maximum frequency with the maximum length. All those questions, wherever frequency is mentioned, you can think of using hash map data structure in that pattern, which you have to remember in the string data structure if you want to optimize your code from O of n square to O of n. And problems like longest substring without repeating characters or minimum window substring and substring with k distinct characters are few of the problems which you can practice from this sliding window plus hash map category. And that's it for the video. Here we have learned what is a string, then we saw why string is important, and then we learned about 2 different patterns in the string, 2 pointers and sliding window. And then we saw how we can apply hash map in sliding window plus 2 pointer as a different structure but not pattern at all. And trust me, if you learn these patterns instead of code, this will help you to solve any random question on your own. But instead, if you learn code, then you will only be able to solve that particular question for which you have learned the code. So I hope you understood my point, and that's it for the video. And if you want to practice more questions regarding these patterns, then I have curated the DSA sheet pattern wise, which you can check out here. You can simply go and mark the questions if you have finished, and the link I have mentioned in the description, you can check it out. And don't forget to mention in the comment section if you want the playlist on string data structure and that too pattern wise. And that's it for the video. Hope this video was helpful for you all, and if you found this video can be helpful for someone else, then don't hesitate to share with them. Let's meet in another video with some more interesting topic. Till then, keep learning, take care of yourself and your family too.